welcome to Tea Talks. Steph's back again this week.
Hi.
I hope everyone's had a really good week. We've had a
Interesting?
interesting week. it was going well up until Wednesday, and then I had a little bit of a fall. Hayley was here on Wednesday and she was in the bathroom. She was telling me she could go to the toilet all by herself. So I was like, okay, I can do it all by myself. Okay. But then I could hear her talking away in the bathroom. So I walked down to the bathroom, or waddled, and I went to go into the bathroom, and it turns out she just wanted to tell me that she was doing a really, really, really big poo, which was good. But then as I went to open the door, I don't really know what happened, but I had my Birks on and I think I just tripped over my feet. And then I think I hit my head against the door frame, like in here and all down, like through here. I've got a bit of a shiner, but
not big enough to get attention though, which is a bit of a shame.
I feel
Because
like
we were hoping for a big whopper, weren't we?
Content when you got a black eye.
We're hoping for a good whopper.
It might get worse, I reckon, but anyway. So I honest to God, it felt like a cricket bat had hit me in the head. It was so hard, the fall.
And you landed on your back?
Yeah, I landed on my back, so they had to get me up off that because I couldn't breathe. And then I had to sit on the floor for about half an hour because I couldn't get up. And then luckily Ziggy was here and he hoiked me up and got me up. But yeah, it wasn't good. And then I was sort of okay for the rest of the day.
Pretty good, really.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a headache, but not much. But then when I woke up the next morning, I was just a basket case.
Hot mess.
Yeah,
Hot mess. I'd say.
I was teary and I was in pain from my headache. I couldn't breathe when I got off my machine in the morning, so I was, it was just awful. Breathing was terrible.
Yeah. And we threw everything at it.
Yeah, we did all the
every drug we knew
that we were allowed. Yeah, and then Steph ended up ringing palliative care, and I think they said I couldn't have any more drugs.
Yeah. We just waiting to get permission to have a bit more morph, really.
Yeah.
And they said no more morph.
Because I had a head injury that might affect that or something. So
yeah. So they said,
call the
off
ambulance.
to hospital we go.
So,
and you didn't argue, which was very interesting.
I was in such a bad way. I just wanted to be knocked out, to tell you the truth. I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
Just from my head, I couldn't even keep my eyes open, and my breathing was short. And so anyway, they took me to hospital. By the time I got to hospital, my head wasn't too bad. I think the meds had kicked in, and they did a scan, and everything's all right in there. So
still got brains.
I've still got a brain, and there's nothing to report at the moment. Just got to keep an eye on it for the next few
concussion.
days. Yeah.
They reckon it was just concussion. Also concussion headache, and
Yeah.
So, and you had you were vomiting and stuff.
Yeah,
too,
I was vomiting, and
it's all to do with the
just
concussion.
awful. I just felt like, I was like, just knocked me out kind of thing. I couldn't even talk. I wasn't on my phone for a whole day. That's how bad it was. So
no TikToking for a whole day.
No, and I'm not really allowed to. Well, I made the decision anyway, but I've got my Zimmer frame, and I can't really go anywhere without it. And now Steph can't get me off the couch, so we're having to do our tea talks here. Might look next week and see if we can have a better background, but anyway, I'm in the recliner, so the bloody recliner's made it to
feature
YouTube now.
Yeah.
So that was not good, and I think it gave everyone a bit of a scare.
Yeah.
As well.
We've kind of been waiting for a fall, haven't we?
Yeah.
As much as we don't want it to happen, but
yeah,
we know it's part of MND. It's going to happen.
Yeah. And we were saying if I didn't hit my head, I probably would have broken a bone or something. But I think my head stopped the fall. And
you didn't fall quite as hard on the ground because of it.
It fell bloody hard on my head, though. I tell you what.
Yeah.
But
you've got strong bones, obviously, though, because you've got no meat on your shoulder. And you must have landed on it.
Bones sticking out. Yeah.
So
But in other news, Hayley did a really, really big poo.
And she really enjoyed it. She said she really felt good about her poo.
And she was oblivious to the fact that I'd fallen, I think, and was just telling us about this great poo that she did.
I don't even think she noticed that you were sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
It was very strange.
I mean, that was difficult sitting on the floor too, because there was no way I would... Like, the last time I fell, when you were trying to lift me up and I fell, I knew how to move to kind of get out of that, but this time I couldn't have done that.
And I think you were in a bit of shock.
Yeah.
And the pain from your head too, so that made it harder for you to think about getting up properly.
Yeah.
So, well, thankfully Ziggy was here and he was able, because Ziggy's pretty strong.
Yeah. And
he was able to lift you up.
He hoiked me up in one go, so...
Yeah. I was a bit worried about halfway up. You weren't going to get all the way up. But you did, which was good.
Yeah. I think the plan was for halfway up.
It
that
was
what I was
and
aiming
then he kept
for.
going.
Yeah, which I wasn't prepared for. But anyway, we made it.
Up.
We're up.
We've
been to hospital and back. We got the frame in and
no overnight stay.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Just was there for a few hours.
Yeah.
So that was good. What other news? Had a visitor, Karen, my gym friend. Gosh, I've got a lot of gym friends, but Karen's my very first gym friend.
She's so nice.
Yeah, she came and visited me. She bought bams and flowers.
Because
I talked about flowers last week, so I think she kind of thought she couldn't show up without flowers.
But she turned up with bams. So
that was not what I was saying. I do love the flowers, but you can come without flowers.
But don't come without cake.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Steph likes cooking cake too, so yeah.
I like eating cake.
We had bams and it was so nice. Like, I probably got a few calories in that day.
You were doing, in other news, you've what?
I've hit my goal weight, 75.
Meaning?
So I've lost a bit over 5 kilos in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah. But I think that's kind of what you expect for my stage anyway.
Yeah.
From what hospice nurse Penny said.
Yeah. Got hospice nurse Penny on TikTok. She's very wise. If you want to know anything about dying, hospice nurse Penny,
she's really good. Yeah.
Is your gal.
Yeah.
She's very frank, which we love.
It's good just to know what to expect, and she normalizes dying.
Yeah.
So like this has happened, but that's just a stage. Of it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel like we've gone from what to expect when you're expecting to what to expect when you're dying.
Yes.
A little too fast.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, doesn't it?
It does. Got a little bit too quickly.
Yeah.
Needed a bit more in between.
Like the ambulance driver yesterday. Oh, not the driver. He was a paramedic student, and he was kind of taking the reins for the day. So he was saying, like, he was a bit like, gosh, he asked how old I was, and I'm like 54, and he goes, God, we have so many 54-year-olds in this ambulance that are so much more, like, so unhealthy. It just seems unfair. He was saying, like, they had a 39-year-old the other day that had a full-blown heart attack and something, and like, I was talking about how much I went to the gym and exercised and loved it and stuff, and so I feel like we've gotten to the what to expect when dying a bit quick too, but anyway, whatever.
On that though, about the people we met yesterday.
Yeah.
How nice are healthcare workers? Like, seriously, everybody we have come across in the ambulance and hospital
so kind,
have just been so good. And you are like public hospital. You are getting the best care. It's unbelievable. Without waiting, like, you really didn't wait at all yesterday.
No.
That was so good.
They took me to Robina Hospital yesterday instead of Gold Coast, because Gold Coast had a bit of waiting, like they were full, and I thought they were taking me to Robina because I was palliative. And in the ambulance I'm like, is that because I'm palliative? Like, I'm never going to bloody get out of here. You're dumping me and I've got 2 weeks to go. I'm allowed in there if I've got 2 weeks to go, and they're taking me there. So, and they said, no, it's not because you're palliative. It's because there's no room at Gold Coast, and you'll get seen quicker at Robina. I'm like, okay.
All right then.
Take me there. Take me there.
It's probably a sign that your brain wasn't really functioning so well yesterday. Jump into those
Robina palliative. Ching. 1 + 1 = 2. I'm dying. So, and I think I gave the kids a bit of a fright yesterday as well.
You were pretty unwell yesterday.
I was very out of it. But anyway, I'm 100% today, like so much better than yesterday.
Voice update was on our list.
Yeah, it's not gotten any worse.
No, it's kind of our slippery slope.
I think I'm a little bit better than what I was last week.
Yes,
it's still soft.
Be interesting to look at last week's tea talk and this one, and I think you are better.
Yeah, I was shocking last week. I don't know what was going on, but it's still definitely soft, and there's been a change. But yeah, and thanks to the people who said, I agree, your voice is not going.
Yeah, got everybody on board with that.
Yeah, we're not having it.
It's obviously worked.
We sign a petition or something. It's not happening. Yeah,
whatever it takes.
Yeah,
but it seems like it worked. Whatever we did last week, it's worked.
Yeah. Tomorrow I've got the Queens coming for a little bit as well, so that'll be nice. Haven't seen all of them for a while. I'm not sure how many are coming, but they're another group that we met training together. But we've got the Queen. Most of us have got a Queen tattoo. I've got like a crown. Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. So they're in my bestie kind of group. So I'm looking forward to seeing them tomorrow. Just doing a little balcony visit. Nothing too exciting. Not usual Queen style. Usual Queen style is rocking up with the mojitos and
dykes on
the
bikes
and what is it? Meals on Wheels and dinks on drinks.
That's right.
Yeah. Because we would do for one of the girls' birthdays. We'd do a pub crawl on a bike. So it would start out Meals on Wheels because we do brekkie and lunch and stuff. And then by late afternoon, we would be doing drinks on dinks. And probably not in the best state. Some of us.
Yeah.
Not me.
You're pretty
I'm
sensible,
pretty good.
though,
Although I'm the only one to have fallen off the bike after leaving the pub.
Why does that not surprise
you? Yeah.
Could have been the MND.
And I only had one glass, but that's all I need. So they've got pictures of me on the ground with a bike on top of me.
Do you think about stuff like that now?
No, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I think,
I wonder if any of that was kind of related.
Little bits when I used to run, like I would never run up a step. I used to always, if there was a flat bit on the road, I would run up like a ramp on the road. I would always run up that.
Yeah, it's interesting. Isn't it?
That used to be harder for me to get up, but I used to always think it was because my hip was bad.
Yeah, probably was.
Yeah, probably was. But yeah, I always wondered why I couldn't get really, really tanked, because I would do a lot of like weights and stuff and that, but I would never seem to be able to get as strong as other people. And with my push-ups and stuff, like I could do them on my toes, but then I couldn't do them on my toes.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And I should have been able to. Yeah. And that bloody handstand. Yeah. That's on my Instagram page if you want to have a look at that.
It's how long
that's
ago was
a classic.
That? A bit over a year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit over a year. It's probably.
So you're trying to do a handstand? It's just no way.
May last year. Yeah.
And you certainly were fit and strong enough.
I just won a challenge like about a month before.
If ever you were going to be able to do it, was then.
You should have been able to do it then. Yeah. And Ebony's just trying it. Couldn't even lift me up to do it. So yeah. We got anything else to talk about, or is that it?
I think that was it. You got a good week planned next week though. You've got your hair appointment.
Yeah, get my hair seen Adrian next week.
You've got some work friends coming.
Yeah, work buddies coming on Monday.
Haley at some
Queens tomorrow. Haley on Wednesday. Yeah, I've got a few things on. Yeah, not as many appointments. I feel like I don't need all those appointments now. So even today when I confirmed my hair appointment, I said to Sammy, I reckon that'll be the last time I go to the hairdressers, because it's just a bit of an effort to do that. So
and it's a good couple of hours.
Yeah,
like it's a long time.
And I have anxiety about getting out of the chair, which is 1 millisecond of the time that I'm there.
But still.
I need Sammy to come with me and sit there and be ready when I have to get out of the chair to get. They would help me, but I'm just anxious about it. Yeah. So because I don't know how to do it either, so that scares me a bit. I don't want them to drop me, because then that would be a classic, wouldn't it?
Imagine trying to get you up.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That's not fun.
So anyway, I'm having it done next week. Confirmed with Adrian.
At least we will no longer have to wait for hair to be done to go to the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah.
One little thing.
Yeah, I'm not doing the hair. Someone will do it for me.
Yeah. But hair will still be done.
It'll still be done, but I just think we might manage that at home. rather than going out, because it's just, it's a bit of an effort.
Bit less time going out.
Yeah.
We're not going out for coffee anymore, really,
No, we haven't done. Well, we went to Dark last week.
Oh, yeah, we did.
If we're out,
we will.
Because of something and there's an opportunity, we probably do, but I just don't really enjoy it too much because I can't eat properly and I'm dropping stuff and I've also got like tummy issues with all the meds I'm taking and stuff as well. So
you never know when you got to go.
And I don't want to go to the toilet outside of the house because if I can't get back up off the toilet, we have a situation. Yeah, so there's lots to think about. Whinge.
Yeah, but it's just you just adapt, don't you?
In other news, well, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be telling you, but Channel 7 guy.
Oh yeah.
A Channel 7 guy messaged me through TikTok and wants to have a chat with me about doing a story because he saw my TikTok. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. He hasn't run yet.
He saw me on TikTok. He hasn't seen me on YouTube. So I'm sure I can tell my YouTubers.
Yeah, of course.
But that's a little bit exciting. He was meant to bring me yesterday, but I was so out of it. It wouldn't have been a good day.
It would have been bad if you rang yesterday.
Yeah. Oh
so
my
we would
God.
have had to say sorry. No can do.
She's unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was part of what was causing me anxiety in the morning. I think was I was meant to see Foot Guy. I had the girls coming, and this guy was supposed to be ringing, and I'm like thinking, how am I going to talk to this guy? Because I feel so shit. But anyway,
we cancelled everything.
Yeah, everything got moved. So I'm not sure what's happening with him because he didn't ring me yesterday. So I don't know. Sammy's handling that communication though, so she'll let me know. Anyway, I think we're kind of done for the week.
Yeah, I don't think we've got anything else to say.
Yeah. Hope you all have a happy week.
See you next week with new hair.
Yeah, next week I'll have new hair. I'm getting that done on Thursday, so I might film it Thursday afternoon, so I've got my hair looking nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah. Alrighty. Bye. Love you all.